So guys, the Copa America group stage is winding down. We are all wrapped up in Group A, where we have Brazil topping that group, Venezuela coming in second, Peru third, and Bolivia at the bottom. Brazil, Venezuela, and Peru will all go on to the quarterfinals. So with Group A wrapped up, we had fixtures from Group B between Colombia and Paraguay, and Qatar taking on Argentina. And as I predicted, Colombia went on to defeat Paraguay 1-0. While for Argentina, as I predicted, they also went on to defeat Qatar in a match which ended 2-0. This means that Colombia and Argentina are definitely through to the next round. As for Paraguay, they will have to wait on the fixture between Japan and Ecuador. But if any one of Japan or Ecuador win that game, Paraguay goose will be cooked, because they only finished on 2 points. And right now Japan has 1 point, they could go up to 4. And if Ecuador wins that game, they could go up to 3 points, which will give them a better third place finish than Paraguay. For the Colombia versus Paraguay fixture, I expected Colombia to defeat Paraguay even if they rotated their squad, and they did so. The game's only goal was scored by Gustavo Cuellar in the 31st minute. And the fact that Colombia defeated Paraguay with this rotated squad, it shows just how deep their national team setup is. Paraguay did play a very strong 11 as well. As for stats in the game, Colombia had 12 shots at goal with 5 on target, 47% of the possession, 361 passes with a 77% pass completion. They committed 14 fouls and picked up 2 yellow cards. As for Paraguay, they had 10 shots at goal with 2 on target. They had 53% of the possession, 404 passes with a 79% pass accuracy. They committed 20 fouls and picked up 1 yellow card, so they were not bad. They had most of the possession. They completed more passes, but still Colombia came out on top. Colombia have shown us that they are one of the best teams at the tournament, and they will be fancying their chances of winning it. But I think that Colombia needs to be very, very serious when it comes down to crunch time. They impressed during the group phase. You get to the quarterfinals, or if you get to the semifinals, you have to continue doing so. You can't make it get to your head and go out there and play stupid football. You gotta continue playing this attractive brand of football that you're playing under Carlos Queiroz. So good luck to Colombia in the quarterfinals. With Colombia topping their group, they will play the runners-up in Group C, and that could be one of Uruguay or Chile, depending on who pick up more points in the fixture between those two teams. Right about now, I have a sneaky feeling it just might be Uruguay, it just might be Uruguay. As for the other game, Qatar versus Argentina. Argentina has not been impressive at all. But as I said, they will find a way to sneak out of this group, and they have. They have done so. Defeat in Qatar 2-0. I did predict Argentina to win this game. Qatar has promised, but they are not the same team that won the 2019 Asian Cup. And these South American teams are not the Asian teams. Let's remember that. They're tougher, they're better. Let's just all remember that. So Qatar, as I predicted, would not get out the group, and they did not get out the group. They, however, managed to pick up a single point in the tournament when they drew against Paraguay. In that fixture, Lionel Scaloni sent out a very attacking 11. We had Aguero up top, Martinez and Messi. In the middle of the field, Giovanni Lo Celso, Leandro Paredes, and Rodrigo de Paul. None of these players are defensive type players. So he sent out 6 attacking players, which meant that he wanted goals. He wanted to win this game. He wanted to possibly blow Qatar away. In the back, Tagliafico, Otamendi, Juan Foyt coming in, and Saravia with Armani in goal. Petzela, Acuna, and Paulo Dybala came off the bench, so we finally got to see Paulo Dybala. That first goal, that Lautaro Martinez goal, came from a mistake from Bassam Al-Wari. Like, what a terrible mistake he made there. Don't know if he attempted to clear the ball or what, but the ball ended up in the lap of Lautaro Martinez, and he wasn't going to screw that up. he put it past Al-Sheeb to give Argentina an early lead. Qatar did promise, Qatar did play well, they did go forward, they did breach this Argentina attack, but they didn't have any end product. Both Almoez Ali and Akram Afif wasn't at their best at this tournament. And if Qatar were to do some damage, they needed those guys to be firing on all cylinders. And they didn't. Qatar did threaten to score. They could have gotten themselves back in this game. They even had a free kick that kissed the outside of the post, but Argentina kept believing and it paid dividends. Sergio Aguero scored a really good individual goal in the 82nd minute to double their advantage and to seal a place in the next round. Argentina always finds a way to get things done. When their backs are against the wall, I think that's when they play at their best. But you can't set the team up like this. You cannot set the team up like this. Lionel Scaloni seems like he doesn't even know what he's doing. This team has too much of an attacking setup. When you meet better teams, they would punish you because they would walk right through your midfield. Remember when Argentina used to have Javier Mascherano ahead of the defenders like no one could pass? There's no player like that in the team. If Qatar was at their very best, Argentina would have been going home, and they don't live very far from Brazil. But all in all, well done by Argentina, man. And I have to also say that Lionel Messi has not been at his very best at this tournament. Maybe he's tired after a long season with Barcelona where he scored over 50 goals. Or maybe the best of Lionel Messi is still yet to come. As for stats in the game, Qatar had 4 shots at goal with 1 on target, 46% of the possession, 437 passes with an 82% pass completion. They committed 16 fouls and picked up 3 yellow cards. As for Argentina, they had 19 shots at goal with 8 of those shots on target. Like, they were very good going forward. They had 54% of the possession, 500 passes, 86% pass completion. They committed 17 fouls and picked up 2 yellow cards. So Argentina are in the quarterfinals to face Venezuela. The last time these two teams met, guess who came out winners? Venezuela. I made a joke in yesterday's video and I said they will meet the mighty Venezuela and all that, and I made a joke, but I wasn't joking. I wasn't joking at all. Venezuela is a force to be reckoned with. They are a force to be reckoned with. Last time they meet Argentina, they defeated them. It could happen again. It could happen again. It could definitely happen again because the way Venezuela is set up, they are very, very well set up defensively, and in the middle of the field with Thomas Rincon, it's a very, very hard team to break down. Ask Brazil. So if all goes as planned, Argentina and Brazil could meet in the semi-final. Like, that's crazy. That is insane. I expected these two teams to meet in the final, but they will meet in the semis if they do go on to win both their quarterfinals though. I was actually banking on Argentina to top their group so they could go on the other side of the bracket, but they didn't. So they will ultimately meet Brazil if both teams continue winning. But I fancy Brazil if they do meet because they really destroyed Peru. They are heating up. So Qatar would head back to the Middle East, but they will be back for the 2020 version of the Copa America. And next time around, Qatar, come better. So guys, that's my brief review of the final group fixtures from Group B. And if you're new around here, consider hitting the subscribe button, smash the thumbs up button, share this video with a friend, and in the comment section down below, let me know if you think Brazil and Argentina will meet each other in the semi-final and who will win that fixture. So guys, I'm your boy Dominic Rich, and until next time, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching and being the best subscriber ever. Peace out. Rich Squad.